All right, so this time we're just going to do some wiring, so no programming for a little bit this time. We're going to add one more light, okay? And then we're going to be able to turn them both on at the same time. So to do that, let's clear the breadboard of these wires for now. Or, yeah, so just to get them out of the way, we'll just move them out of the way here. And we're going to bring in our other LED. I want you to make sure you have it in the same orientation as this one. So look at it and see. Okay, we have a lonely LED leg on this side and then two right next to each other. So I'm going to turn this so the long leg is right there. Okay, see that? Long leg. I'm going to bend it back. I'm going to put it right next door to the other light. Just like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring in my LED, not my resistors. I'm going to go into the blue rail. It doesn't have to line up perfectly with the LED, but get it close. Because every once in a while there's a missing square here, missing hole. So if there's a missing hole, then you either go just above it or just below it, so you can get pretty much straight on with it. But it's, it's okay if you're a little bit off on that. So that right there goes to the blue leg of the LED. All right, I'll move the Arduino away for a second so we can look at that. So we're basically copy pasting here. And then I'm going to use this resistor. And I will go from here to the red. Okay. So there's the red. And then this one is going to go from the green to this blue rail. All right, so these two go to the blue. These two are going to the green, the middle one. And then this one and this one are going to the green, or red, sorry. Let's go to red. Now notice how the ones that have the resistors on red are only 150, and then these ones are 330. That's because I noticed that the red just wasn't that bright compared to the other two colors, so I put larger resistors on the other two colors. Okay, you need to check with your instructor to see which resistors they want you to use. For my class, these work great. It depends on the resistor, the LEDs that you buy and stuff like that. So just double check everything so that you don't draw too much current and fry your Arduino. All right. Once you have more than one light being powered at once, you can run into issues with too much electricity coming out of the pins. All right, now we're going to take the white one that we had in ground out, and we'll get to that later. We're going to put the red down on the bottom. Ooh. Red in the bottom, the green in the bottom here right next to it, and then we'll put the blue way over here in the bottom there. Okay, that just makes it so that later on when we add more and more lights, there's plenty of room for them. Okay, another thing that you probably should do, and I don't want to cut these right now, but you can trim down these resistors so that they sit more flat. Let me get an example for you. Okay, so here we have 8 LEDs, and as you can see, all of these have been cut so they can sit down. And the thing you got to be careful about is you don't want bare wire touching another bare wire. And if the the resistors have really long legs and they're sticking way up high, and one gets bent into another one, you can have that happen. So if you want to start cutting them down now, you can, or you can leave them long. But once you have something that's going to be spinning around and moving, you got to cut everything down so everything's nice and neat, and have really good what we call wire management. Okay. So there's our example of what's going to be done. All right, so now we're back to ours. And we're only doing 2 for now. We're going to keep it simple at first. But in the long run, we're going to be having 8 lights on here. So now instead of going from the common to ground, we're going to go and we're going to be able to control each light individually by using these pins down here. Okay, so all the LEDs will share the color. So if you turn on blue, then all the LEDs will have access to blue, but they won't turn on blue unless you turn on the pin that they're connected to down below. So you'll have 3 colors, and then you'll have 2 LED pins, okay, controlling pins. So I'm going to go from the 0, right there, 0, and then come up to your top light, and you can plug it in anywhere in this group of 5. Okay, as long as it lines up with the lonely leg, you're good to go. Okay, and then I'm going to get another one, and this time I'm going to plug it into the number 1 on the Arduino, right next door, and then find the common pin, which looks like it's in row 5 here. So I can go anywhere on 5. Boom, right there. Okay, you want to just double check, make sure you don't have any resistors leaning against another resistor and accidentally touching and stuff like that. This is the wiring right here. Okay, so once you're done with that, then move on to the next video.